Good morning, nuclear neighbors. Somewhere out there, global nuclear testing treaty is being negotiated. Somewhere, same place that global ocean deep sea mining treaty was negotiated. Remember the years of news leading up and following that, and the interest in the sciences about our oceans and life in the oceans? I don't either, but apparently it was done. We can find some little records of it now. Another UN global committee treaty thing that let's make into some farce while it goes on, and let's oh well. So Fukushima, I'm a very patient science person. I know it can take years for results to come out because of the amount of information that has to be looked at and waited for. One thing about nuclear pollution is it can take a decade for symptoms to show up in things like leukemia and other cancers, other things that happen to the human body caused by these isotopes in our environment. So there should be some science from Fukushima. According to about 10 years of reading I've done following our nuclear studies, there should be some outcomes from this that are kind of expected because this is how we've shown it to work. One of the things you'd expect from Fukushima immediately after the release, and should have showed up by now, is thyroid cancers. That is a very typical thing released from a nuclear accident, is iodine 131, the one that causes thyroid cancers. So you would expect this because the science implies that that is the result of these actions. But if you go look for hard information on that from Japan, thyroid cancers, you will find articles. You won't find summary articles, but you will find articles. The diagnostic procedures for thyroid cancers were changed because of the Fukushima event. And in that, something might have changed in how the numbers are counted because we can't count COVIDs correctly. So looking for that one fact of a major nuclear release is interesting in its absence of study and analysis and concern, because the only actions we can do for iodine 131 is preloading our body with good iodine so we don't take the bad iodine in. That is why the WHO put iodine into salt. So that's how this has worked. So the lack of information, the lack of a response in thyroid disease either means some decades of science that I've been studying is wrong in their predictive models, or something else has changed, and that is where the debate is. In notes found searching about the Fukushima Daiichi accident, it is mentioned that one person, this is a bit easy claim to find, that one person died from cancer that was one of the main guys that saved Japan from a worse disaster, one of the engineers. There's a mention of 3 other engineers that got cancers related to it. So there's maybe 4 people with cancer from this accident. How does that not work? Where did the science fail in this? This is hard to fathom. Hard to fathom reading years and years of studies from Hanford, from atomic testing, from other accidents that have happened within this industry. And yet, some of them will argue 0 or 1, not even wondering where the rest of the information is. Not a clue, not a question. It's okay. It's okay to buy politicians. It's fine. It's Trump world. At least he's honest.